season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Mountaineers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Charles. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The give to the tailback. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud, make it real difficult on our opponent.
Field advantage can have. There it is. The offense will walk it back. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They got in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they have the first points of the game. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in on the left. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the option. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Quarterback on the keep. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Here's the handoff. He's out past the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. He'll pitch it. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
After the run, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Hubbard. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Have a day. We're in the first quarter, and already he's over 100 yards receiving.
This is ridiculous. Obviously, this coaching staff, they made a concerted effort and decision to get this guy involved in the game on offense early. They are doing exactly that.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion in the game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Wilkins. And they can't make the play on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. And now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And it slips just inside that right upright. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, beat.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! The offense cashing it in on that drive. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Finds his man. It's Joyner. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Caught over the middle. It's Maddox. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Holds and fires the foot to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Quick step and go. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Davey, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll bring it out. It's Charles. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the right. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And back to the air on 2nd down. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards, but if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a 3rd down, and guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Defense just can't cover this guy. You've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then
looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
it's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. Finds some room. Touchdown, West Virginia. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Maddox. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Under fire.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game. Because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
The kick is on its way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Wilkins. Grabbed over the middle, it's Vaughn. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They're looking to throw on second and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
It'll be a run on third and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Joyner. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. He's got it. He gets a block. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Caught in the backfield, it's Wolf. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be fourth down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Mountaineers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Crosses the 35. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Grab behind the line. It's Joyner. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, West Virginia.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18.
Moves. Cut it.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Louisiana Tech. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. These corners going to give them some space. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Looking left. It's complete. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Vaughn. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give on the option. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Charles. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Looking for a productive play on first down. To throw, it's Wilkins. That's reeled in, it's Hamilton. And he'll be brought down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Going to swing it on second down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
They'll run the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the back. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Hammond. Oh, they're after him! And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Caught in the backfield. It's Joyner. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He caught it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Red Raiders, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah lane.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was out.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The 30, the 20.
Man, that looked like that was going to be a 4-point swing, guys. He gets the interception. It looks like that's going to be a house call. Nice job by the offense, racing down the field and getting a tackle and preventing 2 points for the other team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They kick it away on 4th down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Hammond. Makes the grab, it's Joyner. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage.
Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it. Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on first down from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th.
Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock. And
sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.